Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Queen's Talk. So, I'm going to do the Queen's Talk sometimes on Sundays this month because it's Black History Month. So, I wanted to honor women who are entrepreneurs and women who are overcoming past trauma and in a self-love journey. So, if you want to be a part of the Queen's Talk, let me know. I'm waiting for Tashina to come into the room. Oh, here she is. She's about to come on in. Tashina, just add yourself. Use the plus button right beside the camera. It's a plus button and add yourself to the room. Oh, hey.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
Good.
Happy Sunday.
Yes, yes, yes.
How's your day going so far?
Very good, very good. I've already been a little bit productive. So I did my worship service this morning, and then I just completed a video, an NFT video I got a couple of contracts where I'm doing some basic education. So feel productive.
That's good. I like your earrings, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I have a list of questions. So I want you to go ahead and tell us your name and where you're from.
So I am Tashina Gonzalez. I am from Metro Detroit, Michigan.
And tell us about your brain and what you do. And I was really interested in you because you are a holistic coach. So tell us more about that and your background and how you got into all that.
Absolutely. So I refer to myself as a holistic business coach. So most of my clients currently are entrepreneurs, small business owners, or busy professionals. I actually come from the automotive industry, so I know high stress myself. And I say that I'm holistic because I have tons of certifications in different things, such as mindfulness and nutrition and naturopathy and aromatherapy. So I help individuals up-level their business, increase profitability, get better branding and marketing while not getting burned out. So I help people turn chaos into clarity. So many times individuals will hop on a Zoom with me and they'll be stressed and I'm like, nope, grab some oils and we're going to deep breathe for 5 minutes. We can't even start until your mind is in the right place. So I take a holistic approach, making sure that we touch on all 8 dimensions of wellness. So we're not just going to get you financially well through up-leveling your business, but we're also going to touch on the emotional and the mental and the physical and all the other things so that you stay on track.
Wow, so it's kind of like therapy and you get a business plan.
Yes, yes, yes,
cool.
yes.
It's all in one. I like it. So how long have you been doing that?
So I've been doing that specifically in this lane for about 3 years, but I've been coaching. So when it comes to branding and strategy, I use something called Strength Finders. So I've actually been doing that process within the automotive industry and with my clients for close to 5 years now. So it just helps you clarify exactly where you need to be in your business, where you need to work, and where you might need to delegate or eliminate or get outside help, because you're really going to move faster if you work within your strengths. So I've been doing that portion for about 5 years. I've been dabbling in the alternative therapy area for about 7 years, actually. So
okay, so let's break through this a little bit. So tell us why you decided to be in coaching. Like, because everybody's a coach now. Somebody's a life coach, somebody's a business coach, somebody's this coach, somebody's that coach. What is your journey? How did you get to where you are now when it comes to the different coaching services that you offer people?
So honestly, I have always just been really good at breaking things down for people and teaching it in a way that they could understand. So I was like 11 years old giving Bible studies to 6 and 5-year-olds, right? Like it's just what I tend to do. I tutored throughout college. I literally was at college and I looked and I was like, teacher, business, business is going to give me more money. So I got a business degree with a concentration in marketing. So I just have always just had that knack for helping people. Every single automotive job I was the training coordinator. I would set up the training schedules. This was like not part of my job. It was just extra that I do. I would set up one-on-one schedules with people. I did group training. I translate because I'm in Spanish. So it's just something that naturally I've always done. And when I started doing the strength finders within the automotive industry, I got the process done for me to create a power statement, and I saw people were using it incorrectly. So I
Oh,
went into our employee resource groups. So we have them based around like women or Latinos or African Americans. So I'm in a lot of them, Native Americans. I'm in like all of them just because I like to meet new people.
uh-huh.
And I started doing this process and saw that it was hugely beneficial for them just as it was for me.
Mhm.
And I just got so many requests and was just able to naturally do it that I decided this should just be a side portion of what I do from the self-development standpoint. And then just from the physical standpoint, I am a person who, like most of the coaches, usually our clients are who we were 4 to 5 years ago or 3 years
Yeah,
ago or
I
whatever,
agree.
right? So because I had hormone issues and gut issues and
Oh, okay.
I was not eating right. I was not exercising. I was doing all the wrong things and thought my body was an enemy. And when I started doing the right things, everything changed. I just started sharing that with people. So in all those areas, it just kind of came naturally. And again, my love of people is just like I don't want them to suffer, or even to when it comes to business, move slow when you have tools to move faster. So I just share it with people.
Wow, that's awesome. That's amazing that you want to help people who've been through the same thing as you. That's kind of what I wanted to do is I had past trauma before, so I wanted to help somebody get through it. What I needed back then, I wanted to give them something that I needed. The person who I needed to be somebody who needed for me, I want to be that to other people. So that's amazing.
Absolutely.
So you talked about nutrition and health. I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I know that for me, I had to take care of my mind and my body to become a better person to start my healing process. How did you, when it comes to your physical health, you just being healthy, what made you start that journey and get on the right track and the tips that helps you get to just a healthy mind and body mindset?
Well, definitely because I just felt miserable. I really felt like my body, there was a point in my life between 2012 and 2014 where I really felt like my body was my enemy. I was
Really?
really just like, I don't know what's going on. And I had health issue after health issue. So
Okay.
first, I had gut issues. Then I was in 2 accidents in a period of 6 months. So I had body pain. I
Ooh.
started to have hormone issues, and I never had issues with my hormones. Like when I first started excessively bleeding, I went immediately to the emergency room because I was like, I never had this before. I barely had cramps before that. And then obviously when you start to have all of those things happen in a row, then you start to have mood issues. And so
Right.
I was just desperate enough that I needed to find solutions. And I was fairly healthy when I was younger. I was in track. I ate well because we lived kind of in the country. We could have fresh food. And so I just knew that if I started doing the right things, if I stopped eating fast food because I was working 12 hours a day, and if I stopped eating pizza and Buffalo Wild Wings and drinking neon color energy drinks, then I probably would feel a little bit better. And so I just started making small changes like that. Drinking enough water, exercising every day, no matter what. And then as I started to make those small changes, then I was able to do the research for what I needed specifically, right? So I
Right.
need specific things for, at the time, high blood pressure, gut health, and hormone health. I started researching and then one by one just incorporating those things in. And honestly and truthfully, when you make it, food is medicine. It is
It is.
70% of our health, and
You
then
always should.
30% is that you start those changes, you feel better in like 2 weeks. Like with my clients, I have a scan that we can run and it'll tell you exactly how you need to eat, as well as if you may need some
Wow.
supplements on top of that. And I kid you not, and 2 weeks of cutting out the sugar and cutting out the salt and adding in healthy things, people feel more energy and they all always feel better after just 2 weeks of those changes. So once you feel that difference, you may still need a little bit of work to work on those cravings and stuff, but you're going to feel so good, you have the motivation to keep going.
Yeah. That's so true because I always talk about self-care. And sometimes you need to sit outside and go to the grocery store, get meal prep for the week instead of going to McDonald's, going to Chick-fil-A, going to Popeyes. because we're so busy. Everything is fast, fast, fast. Especially I live in the DMV area, so everything is boom, 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 boom. But sometimes you need a day to go to the grocery store to work out, or just to get your life together, so you can have a better week and have a better mindset. Because like you said, you are what you eat. And me being a type 1 diabetic, when I do eat wrong, I can feel it. I can feel my blood sugar is high. I'm dehydrated. I'm shaky. I'm this. Because you know why? I didn't meal prep. I didn't prepare ahead of time. So meal prepping and just taking care of your mind and your body changes your whole mindset, actually. Because fast food and junk food don't do nothing for your brain. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's interesting too because I can see that. Like I can see that when I run people's skin, I can be like, "Ooh, child, you don't eat no real food, do you? You don't
Oh,
eat no
wow.
real food." Because and that's the thing, like it'll suggest all of these supplements for people, and I'll be like, I don't want you to like stop taking these pills and take a bunch of pills. I want you to eat real food first. Like I
Yeah.
had this client and I told her she needed to eat beets and she needed to eat alkaline, and she's like, "Oh, I found some on Amazon. I found some beet supplements." I was like, "No, I need you to eat real food first. Just
Oh,
eat
wow.
real food." And I'm in these spaces because one of the things that I've started business education and marketing on is NFTs. And I'm in these spaces with these 20-year-olds that are, 16-hour days, like every day of trying to launch these businesses and these collections. And I'm always talking about meal prep to them because I'm like, I know y'all running y'all businesses, but I need y'all to eat. I need you to take naps at least if you're going to work a 16-hour day. Like I'm
Wow.
always constantly talking to them about meal prep because we all busy. We all, fill our schedules. We
Entrepreneurs are
fill our
busy.
time with whatever. Like every single person is busy. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. But yeah, that meal prep is so key. Taking a day to do that and then having 3 to 4 days and then meal prepping again is so key to a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, I know. As a hairstylist too, I'm on my feet a lot, and sometimes I can't break, to go get something to eat. So sometimes I have to prepare because even though I have a salon in the house, I have to prepare my meal ahead of time so I can go upstairs, put it in the microwave, and come back downstairs. Because if I keep eating junk, that's not going to sustain me. I need to eat a real hearty
Absolutely.
meal so I can be steady and have a functioning mind. And also too, when I don't eat, I have a headache and I feel depressed. But as soon as I get that
Absolutely.
energy back in, I have life again. It's like life got brought back into me again.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So what have your clients benefited from being a part of your from your services actually?
Well, the number one thing, like I said, is energy. That's what I love to hear
Okay.
when people start eating exactly the way that their body needs is the energy. The second thing when it comes to the physical wellness is the clarity because every single person is different. And I know that from my own experience. When I was trying to manage through my hormone issues, at first, I attempted to lean towards keto. That actually made my hormone issues worse.
Okay.
I went to functional medicine and they were like, you need to go vegan. And I
Mm-hmm.
tried to go vegan and then I almost died because I ended up, because of the hormone issues that I have, I became severely anemic. My hemoglobin went down to 7.1. And I was eating all the things. I know I'm certified in nutrition. Like I had all these people on my
Oh, you
page that are
too.
vegans that are like, but you need to eat this, but you need to. I'm like, I'm eating it. I
Right.
promise you. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Like
Right.
I went to a doctor. She gave me a list of things. Like I promise you. So I had to modify it. Now I tell people I'm flexitarian. I eat plant-based around 3 weeks out of the month, but then there's certain times that my body needs meat. And so that's the other thing is to having the clarity. I find that a lot of my clients, they're Googling and they're eating a certain way, and then they hit a plateau and they don't know why they can't get that last step. When we use this scan and ask your body what it needs, and you modify whatever, you can still be keto, you can still be vegan, you can still be whatever you want to, but you get a whole lot more suggestions and it's modified a little for you. They have so much more clarity. And then from the emotional side, just seeing people over a period of time just be calm. Because what happens is you know what to do. Like, you're supposed to deep, because the stuff is simple. You're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to deep breathe. It's very easy for you to take a break. It's very easy for you to, but when you're in the moment, you forget. So by having regular sessions on a weekly basis, and one of the other things that I provide my emotional wellness clients is a walkie-talkie service through Voxer, Coach in Your Pocket. So in between sessions, you can check in with me and you can vent and you can get suggestions. And I offer it to all of my clients, even business clients as well. So they may be stuck. You don't have to wait till a session to get that. So that's another benefit that I provide to them. But, and then of course, most importantly, the most important thing is, you know, I have a business client that I was working with. She was trying to create courses. She was completely stuck. She couldn't get through it. And so I gave her the tools that she needed in order to do the work on her own. I didn't do any of the work for her. And like last month, her profitability just has increased exponentially. Wow. She sold 4 courses after she had before working with me, she had did 50 sales calls and nothing, like nothing whatsoever. And now she is like selling courses 4, 5, 6 per month. And she's increasing the prices of them with confidence because she's adding in more content. She's not just increasing the price to increase it, but she's adding in more content. So first she was selling her courses at $1,200 and she had a month where she sold 4 of those. Now her price is up to $1,800 and she's still selling like 1 or 2 courses per week. So that is the most important benefit, and usually why you hire a business coach is for that increased profitability.
Okay. So a few more people just joined the room. Can you list them, your different services that you offer, like because you have a list of different things.
Yes, I have a very long list. So through my marketing degree that I have and my own business experience, I help individuals with the basis of Strength Finders, and then using your specific brand words with brand strategy, marketing strategy, and specific marketing tools. So I'm not the person that you come to if you want to know your Google Analytics and Instagram Analytics. That's not what I do. I help you with your mindset and your overall strategy so that you have clarity on what you need to post. And then just giving you additional information of platforms of getting yourself out there. So like how to create an email list, how to reach out to people on Instagram, how to grow your Twitter and Instagram and Facebook following, how to have a successful Facebook groups. Those are the type of marketing things that I help with for business owners. I help with goal setting and strategy and accountability and pricing structure, as well as just making sure you have all the details of like your funnel. So do you have your low ticket price, your mid ticket price, your high ticket price? How do you price yourself as a coach? Things like that. So that's what I mostly do on the business side. And again, I work with other coaches. I work with like coffee shops. I'm on my way off to New York to work with a fashion show that they need to strengthen their marketing. So I'm helping them clarify their competitive advantage. So that's what I do on the business side. At the same time, if you need it, not everyone needs it. If you need it and I've been trying to up-level my business, but I get stuck because I get stressed out. I don't know where to start. I have limiting beliefs. Then we can use some of those alternative forms of therapy, such as sound therapy, touch therapy, aromatherapy, and actually have an emotional wellness session with you. So that you can really cement those goals in, release your limiting beliefs, and use neuroscience, use your own biology to help you move faster. And then again, if you say to me, one of my goals is losing weight, or you know what, I keep getting off track because I can't concentrate, or I keep getting off track because of this physical thing, then we can also layer in and add on the nutritional scan that we have and set some goals for your physical wellness as well.
Wow. Okay. I am new to social media. I've only been on it for 1.5 years, and social media is a new thing for me. My thing is, it's so many coaches. It's so many life coaches, and so many holistic coaches, and so many this. What do you think about it being oversaturated, and what sets you apart from the different coaches that are already out there?
Your vibe is going to attract your tribe. Again, like I said, basically, your clients are going to be who you were 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago.
Right.
And if you know who you are and you put your authentic self out there, the people will come. Number 1. Number 2, you add a certain type of value. If you show up and you give that value every day,
Mm-hmm.
people are going to come back to you for more information. So the way really to be successful when it comes to social media is for you to consistently post something every day and consistently go live on a weekly basis. If you do that as your authentic self, you don't have to worry about it. You can say the market is saturated, but I think that everyone needs a coach. I
Mm-hmm.
have a coach.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that everyone needs a mastermind group, a networking group, and a coach.
Wow.
And so, because everyone needs a coach, I don't care how many coaches there are because there's going to be someone for everyone, and we all need help. It's just the way that you're going to move faster. Well, everyone can choose to have a coach. You don't necessarily need a coach, but it will help you move faster. So it's really about showing up consistently as your authentic self so that you can attract your tribe and providing value. And I don't think you'll have to worry about anything.
I like that advice. I like that. That's perfect advice. Just to be yourself. Just be who you are. Don't fake it. Don't try to copy anybody else. Just be the best version of you. I like that a lot. But me and one of my friends was talking the other day about social media, because when I spoke to you a couple of weeks ago, you were saying, you know, maybe you might leave your 9-to-5 job and do this full time. What advice would you give somebody who wants to take that leap like you did and just leave their 9-to-5 and just become a full-time entrepreneur? Because that's very scary. Not really knowing how much money you're going to make consistently on a base. Well, you might already be at that level, but somebody who's new like myself.
Well, you definitely have to stay first in your logical brain about the situation. And I think that it is very important that you sit down and you budget out and you decide what is the minimum that I can live with on a monthly basis.
Wow.
That's the first step that you have to make, right? Because once again, when we don't sit and consciously think of things, we just fill the space, right? We get a certain amount of money, so we're going to spend that money. That's just what we do. We get a certain amount of time, we end off, and that's just what we do. So we have to sit down, and the very first step is for you to make a conscious decision and say that what is the minimum that I can live with in order to go month by month. And then just like you should do as a financially sound person, make sure that your bills are paid 3 months in advance. Expect the unexpected. Mm-hmm. Expect the unexpected, right? So first, what is the minimum that I can live on? And then you have your goal. Then you can create a timeline. It should not be an emotional quick decision. It should not be because I can't stand my job. It should be a very logical, planned out thing. Mm-hmm. You should know what is the minimum that I can live on. My goal is now to bring in twice that much and to have 3 months of my bills paid. And when you have that basis and that financial basis there, then you can say, okay, based on that, my quit date should be around 6 months from now.
Wow.
9 months from now, 12 months from now. And just remember that it does not have to be a or situation.
Yeah.
It can be an and situation. You can still be a successful coach and have a full-time job. Mm-hmm. You have to get the reps in. You have to get the practice in. You can even coach people at your job sometimes. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't have to be a either or situation. It can be an and. So grow your practice and make sure that you have clear, concise goals and just work towards those goals.
You give great advice. I will give it to you. That is great advice because people are very irrational and emotional, especially when it comes to females. Like, I'm just gonna quit. I can make more money. But that is hard to be you really have to have a plan when you're an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur myself, and it's not as easy as it looks. Sometimes people think, oh, you just post stuff on Instagram. No, you gotta plan that stuff. It has to be well thought about. Like,
absolutely,
not just post a button and it's up there. It has. So the last question I have for you is, what can we expect from you in this future? Like, what's your goals for the new year? What's your goal for 2022?
So currently, because I stepped into this new space at the end of 2021 with NFTs, my goal really is to educate myself and master that space and to use it as a new viable stream of income for me. So currently, I have several streams of income. So I have network marketing or affiliate marketing that I do with a health and wellness company. That's one of my stream of income. Then I have my, several lanes that I do when it comes to the coaching area. I'm bringing on a couple of corporate contracts. So I'm working on a contract with Comcast.
Wow.
And then with the groups that are actually doing things in the NFT space. So, I have a numbers goal that I'm attempting to get to the end of the year. I'm trying to take my business, from the 5-figure level to the 6-figure level by the end of the year. But at the same time, too, I want to impact more lives. So I'm doing some in-person seminars so that I can, and I'm also doing some speaking engagements. I was invited to go to San Diego for the Traffic and Conversion Summit, and I'm going to the NFT Summit as well. That's a way for me to reach more individuals, as well as dig into the networking groups that I'm a part of. I hope to go to the in-person ones for my networking groups and just make more connections. So right now, impact more lives, which the end result of that will be that I'll hit the 6-figure mark by the end of this year with my business and my streams of income.
Oh, well, more power to you. I hope you succeed in all that you do. That's what we're here for. Is I created the Queen's Talkers because I want to honor entrepreneurs and give African American women their flowers while they're here. Now, a lot of us hate on each other. We're not happy for the next person. Yeah. But it's okay with giving her, her flowers and her, what's due to her, because we work hard for it. And it's not easy being an African American woman in this day and age either. So the fact that it's woman empowerment, that's the thing now. Like, this is the season of woman empowerment and self-care and all that. I want to make sure that we can have a sisterhood and we can support each other's business whenever we need something. If I need you for some resources, do this, blah, blah, blah. It's to help people, because that's what we like to do, is help people. But I wanted to shout out Lita, who both of us are part of BC and N. So I wanted to shout out Lita really quickly, say thank you for introducing me to Tashina. Is it Tashina? Tashina?
Yeah, Tashina. Yep.
Tashina. And it was really nice talking to you today. And tell everybody else how they can get your information. Just follow you on Instagram if they want to reach out to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So on Instagram, I am Sweet Canela 5. So that's SweetCanela 5. And on my Instagram, you will find my milkshake link. So that's like a Linktree link. So if you hit that, you can find all the ways to connect with me. You can find my online courses. You can find my affiliate links. You can find my YouTube channel. You can find how to book with me. So all my information will be located there. Okay,
thank you. Thank you, Tashina, for joining me today. Have a safe Sunday. And thank you, everybody, for joining the audience who came on and watched us today. So happy Sunday, everybody. Make sure stay safe. Watch the Super Bowl. You watching the Super Bowl later?
Yes, I am watching. I'm going over to my family's house. Going to see my nieces and nephews, my siblings. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, have a good rest of the Sunday, and I'll be talking to you later.
Sounds good.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.